What's going on, YouTube? I swear to God, man, I was, well, I shouldn't swear to God. I'm sorry. Let me start all over. What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing? I'm learning, man. I'm studying, showing myself approved. I was saying it in the last video we did. I love to admit to my mistakes. I love to correct myself. I love to try to understand people, ways and everything. Oh my God. Oh, we know now, which I already knew, because we already know that Judge is actually he was denied. We all know that, right? So we got, for me filming this, because I don't know when Tahir gonna release stuff, but long story short, it's 3 more days before we hear this sentencing. I'm holding it fast on 6 years. I think that I think he's gonna say 8. I think he's gonna say a crazy 8 out of his, lucky 7, something like that. So I always go under, always go under. But one thing I did jump out there and say was, the judge is letting him do this little Friday night little court hearing just so he can prove to the Supreme Court and everything that I gave this man plenty of chances. And then he said no. It's 3 things that happened that judge kind of stuck it to him like a little sucker punch, so to speak, that he deserved. No bail, denied bail. He denied bail on a weekend and said, I'll make my decision over the weekend. And he made him sweat. Then Monday came, sweat. Tuesday came, sweat. Then no. So he gave him hope. Second time he came back to the courtroom after the hearing. After everything was, the verdict was read. And he looked at Diddy and said, you want to go home, don't you? Yes, Your Honor. Now, what man going to ask somebody that? You know the answer to that. You know the answer to that. Of course I want to go home. You think I want to go back to that cell? And then he turned around and said, no. Now he done did it again. He said, I'll be back with my decision shortly. That's what Murad said. He was in the courtroom. I'll be back with my answer. Everybody outside the courtroom thought that this man was coming back that day. Friday, man. When is he coming back? He said he was going to come back. Nobody, he the judge. I'm letting these people know that I'm in control, not you. He made Diddy go back and write a longer sentence stating why you should have on regular street clothes. And guess what? No. 3 things that this man is letting Diddy know that you ain't running sugar over here in this courtroom. I got complete control. One more thing I'm going to say, then we're going to do the video, okay? This judge has a duty. The judge has a duty, y'all. You got to think about this now. Later on, in decades down the line, in our future, this judge, this case is going to be looked at for a similar case and say, well, in this situation, this is today's case. This is Sean Combs' case. And these people way back then are going to look and say, well, in this case, they let him off in 14. And this guy is going to be twice. Everything gets worse and worse and bigger. This man is going to have a shitload of islands like the boy that they claimed passed away in the daggone cell, even though they let him out to go on his own island. Him. I can't remember the boy's name. But what's going to happen is you got to set precedents right now. You have to give this man some serious time for what he did, or else the whole world is going to start crumbling. The justice system is going to crumble, man. It's his duty. It's all in his hands now. Y'all ever thought about that? Y'all don't want to play with me. I know one thing. Y'all don't want to play with me because I got good on my side. I don't need to go to no church and learn a Bible. I already know what to do. God has put it in my heart. I don't need to read no daggone Bible. Half of these people reading the Bible tearing up stuff. How many judges, how many people that's running these churches need to be in jail or went to jail? Play with me, man. You want to play some games with me? I could be here all day long. Anyway, Gene Deal said Diddy's day before sentences will be war. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, man. Let's check out the Gene Deal Show, baby. I'm gonna get my books, y'all. Here we go. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me make sure we're on the right channel and everything. Yeah, we're on the right channel.
And other people, sometimes you have to say stuff and let people know.
Everybody sound like they got codes. Hey! I feel good, y'all.
Tasha M.
My leg don't kick fast no more.
First one in the building in the morning.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Jimmy Parsons. Cuzzo.
On the Gene Deal Show.
BBT TV. Mr. Esmond. Eastwood. Esmond. Mimi R. Kimberly Reese. Y'all come on in here.
Shit.
Y'all gonna love this one today.
That sound kill my ears, baby.
Greatness, salute. Green-eyed tomboy. Green-eyed tomboy?
That's a girl.
You know this day go all the way over. Good morning to you. Brown. From them.
He said he waiting for people to get in.
Appreciate it. Let go. Hey, y'all. Listen here, man. I got a serious sinus cold. You know, my nose is, you see it. But I got a serious sinus cold. I ain't been able to sleep good. I've been dropping that sinus thing, but I do have some health concerns. You got to watch what you take. So, but that sinus shit is really getting to me. So I'm, ginseng tea, Tylenol, severe sinus, a lot of different things. And I'm black seed up, all this other thing up. But that's no here nor there.
Dude, I'm going to take this time right now. I just ordered 2 more cases of this. This stuff works, man. Y'all need to research ASEA and Redox. If you want, I can send you a link because I'm a distributor or whatever, and I get a little bit of credit. It's an affiliate link. I ain't trying to make no money off the stuff. I just joined because it was a discount to get a lot of this stuff. Because Redox is what your cells, the liquid that's in your cell, every cell in your body got Redox in it. This replenishes Redox. I swear to y'all, so many people swear to, I don't have high blood pressure, I don't have asthma, I don't have all this stuff. But I was weak and not feeling no energy until I started taking this stuff, man. And then I started exercising a little bit of exercise, and this Redox, forget about it. I'm trying to tell y'all, I swear by this stuff. And I don't swear, all this other crap that I've been taking, I don't know. Maybe this might work. I don't know. You know, I got all this stuff over here that I'm trying because I got a little money to actually try some of it. You know, people, you see the advertisement of stuff, right? And you be like, I wonder, does it work? Well, I can't afford to be buying this stuff and it don't work. This stuff is expensive, but it works. When I say it works, it works. You know it's working. I was like, good God Almighty. I went upstairs and made my mother take this stuff. She didn't want to take it. I said, you going to take this. I know what's better for us. You over here hurt my back, hurt my knee hurt, this stuff. I spray it on and everything, man. So I take time out and tell y'all what's right and what's wrong. This stuff is expensive, but going to the doctor is even more expensive.
I came here this morning to give y'all a show because you know how people are. And, you know, sometimes we do when you come to the internet, let people affect what we say, how we say, and our behavior.
Yeah.
And my behavior sometimes is because it's forthwith, and I go directly at the person that go out directly at me. A lot of times I don't have to. But when people got real big platforms like Vlab, and other people, sometimes you have to say stuff and let people know the truth, even though you may have already spoken the truth before.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. I don't always want to come here and try to give y'all information, whereas that I'm going crazy on somebody, or I gotta be seen like somebody gotta piss me off to come here for y'all. And I really wanted to come here a couple of days earlier, but you know, when that sinus cold hits you, it hits you. And anybody who ever been through that, they know what I'm talking about. And a lot of us already had or been through a sinus cold or whatever. So now, what I want to get at y'all at, and what I want to tell y'all about is a couple of things. You know, because a lot of people say if I don't say this, or I say this after he being sentenced tomorrow, they're gonna say, well, I didn't know what I was talking about, and I just said that after he's been sentenced. I know that the judge in this case is a very fair individual. And the judge has known that Puffy team has done everything to get him out of jail. And that's what a legal defense is supposed to do. I think the prosecution on this case, my own personal opinion, and I have my opinion just like everybody got their asshole. Yes, I got my own opinion just like everybody got an asshole.
Amen.
You understand?
You ain't the only one.
My opinion is that the prosecution didn't do what they could have done, you understand, to make this a closed and shut case. And everybody know that he did not get charged with no weapons or no drugs. But that's them. And we see some underlying things that we find out later, knowing why that this situation didn't go down like it did. Now, I spent 27 years trying to correct individuals, you know, who was in the penal system, pause, and they wanted to get their life together. The ones who wanted to get their life together and change, they know I did everything in the world to keep them out of jail. I'm going to say this again. The ones who wanted to get their life together, some of them I had to show them how to get their life together because they'd never been around nobody that was positive, that had street influence and grew up in a street mentality and went on to college and did something. And I had guys tell me that, like, yo, Deal, you're the first person that I ever talked to that was positive. You understand? And knew the streets and knew people in the streets And that's why I, rock with you. So I was that type of individual. And like it's a lot of people that's in the correction department. There's a lot of people in the police department. There's a lot of people in law enforcement, period, that grew up, in an urban community and knew street people and could relate to dudes that was behind bars. So when they came out behind bars, I did everything in my power. Even it was times where I could have lost my job. It's a time that I could have lost my job, regarding these individuals. And it's times I could have lost my jobs with these individuals, going to bat for them. But it was a beautiful thing because I trusted them, they trusted me, and I kept them out of jail. Now, I applaud Diddy's legal team that he's paying for to try to keep him out of jail. But I hope they fail like a motherfucker. And people think, and some people are going to say, he want him to be in jail because he's scared. Nigga, I was doing this when he was out of here. I've been doing this ever since Big died.
That's facts. That's facts. Even Roger Bonds said it, and some people in New York, small channels, said it. People that know all these guys when they was growing up, man, they know Gene. People that done time and got out of jail had said that Gene been talking to people before YouTube was like big and blown up. He been saying all this stuff.
Think, and some people gonna say he want him to be in jail because he's scared. Nigga, I was doing this when he was out of here. I've been doing this ever since Big died.
But Gene, you gotta realize, man, some of these people don't even believe the words that they typing in the comments. They don't believe that. They just saying it just get a reaction out of you, bruh. Watch this, y'all. Watch they at a party, they half drunk. Watch me piss them off. Watch this. Yeah, Gene, you a sucker. You scared of Diddy. What you say, motherfucker? Go ahead, yeah. No, that's my man. I like Gene. I really like him, but I like to see him get pissed off and cuss me out. I'm blocking your motherfucker. You block somebody, then they go just make another account. I mean, they ain't trying to grow a channel like me. If you block me, I'm gonna get pissed off because I'm trying to grow a channel. You feel me? So that's a lot of things you gotta realize, man.
And still doing, letting the people know, what happened that day and what was wrong, what he did. I ain't never held back from the truth.
I believe you.
I ain't never shied away from none of that shit. Like I told y'all, and y'all don't understand this, is that they needed me more than I needed them. I had a legitimate job. I've had 2-3 jobs. Even when I was working for him, I had 2 jobs. Check the record. I was working for Elite Investigations, and I was working for the Division of Parole that turned over to the Department of Corrections. You understand? When it turned over from the Department of Corrections, from the Division of Parole, when they abolished the Division of Parole, I never worked for him ever again when it got into the Department of Corrections. Because the asshole was trying to go to the Department of Corrections and say, I did this and I did that. And they was like, the Division of Parole is abolished, sir. It's nothing we can do, dumbass. Anyway, I want to stay on track with this shit because I want y'all to know that I truly believe that the judge who know the whole case, y'all got to understand there's information that the judge know that is true. There's information that the judge know that because there are civil suits and there are situations that he could not bring that into the courtroom based on the charges in which they were charging this dude with. So my thing of it is that though I spent my life keeping people out of jail, you understand, and teaching them how to reintegrate themselves back into the community, teaching them how to be individuals that could take care of their families.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Teaching them that a man is a good man when he know how to bring his check home and take care of his kids so he can look them in their eyes when they get adults and say, nigga, I know I did everything I could to make sure that you was good. You understand? Because one day your kids is going to be adults and you want to be able to look them in the eye and say, I know I did everything I was supposed to do for you to be good. And you can stand on that. So, you know, my personal opinion on wanting this nigga to see that he had an opportunity at one time to make everybody who saw his greatness, you understand, be good around him. You understand? The Wolves, the D Fergs, the me, the people that was around him. He had an opportunity, and not people that he knew and didn't know. He had an opportunity to be great. He had an opportunity to be a young Black entrepreneur that not only had, when I was with him, he told me, yo, Gene, I got 127 employees. You understand? You know, if these white folks thought I did anything with guns, they wouldn't F with me no more. He probably got more than 127 employees after I left him. But he had an opportunity to make our community and the people in our community great and good.
Facts.
When you get to that level.
Yep.
Not use it and make people, you know, bow down to him.
Abuse
as
it.
You're going to hear in some of these lawsuits that's coming up. So, you know, I went to war with the nigga. I did what I was supposed to do as a man. Yo, let's have a sit down. Let's talk. I sent guys at him like, yo, that was in the streets that was cool. Yo, I don't want to fuck with it. Nah, no. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I have been doing this shit since 2004 when I left him. You know, put it out there. I did some shows from MTV, VH1, MTV, VH1, Nick Bloomfield. You understand? I told y'all, Ricardo McKendricks Jr., they was part of the Junior Black Mafia. His son, Junior, him and Dr. J's son did a whole video, did a whole, I won't say video, but they did a whole documentary on the death of Big. But then he got picked up on some crazy shit that I didn't know anything about. I knew something. Nigga gave me a paper bag with 25 G's in it. We in business? We doing business, Big G? Shh, you don't tell, I won't tell. But then he got picked up on some federal charges. So in that case, you know, we was trying to get the story out way back then. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you're going to always have these clowns sit up here talking about, yo, he just started doing that. You know, what dude told me, yo, why you wait till Puff go to jail to start talking about him? Man, get out of my face so you get the shit slapped out of you. I wish I was not known on a whole lot of cases. I wish people didn't know me, because a lot of this dumb shit that people come in my face, you know, if it was the old Gene, if it was the old Gene, act Slick. If it was the old Gene, ask Miss Pleasant. If it was the old Gene, ask Bunny.
Talk to him, Gene.
I gotta heat that up. That shit got cold fast. I gotta heat that up. So now
I gotta heat that up.
I went to war with this nigga. In the interim of going to war, when I go to war with a nigga, so because y'all didn't understand, when he did that thing on me, him and D-Rock got up on the thing. D-Rock is one of the niggas I talked to first several times so we could have a sit down. D-Rock came back to me and said, yo, Puff don't want to have no sit down with you, bro. All right, cool, nigga. I've been in situations with him where I could have lost my life. I've been in situations with this nigga where I could have lost my life. When this nigga grabbed me and told Jay, holding me, and I couldn't even pull my weapon the right way. Yo, Fado, I'm doing the show right now, bro. I'm gonna call you right back as soon as I finish. All right. Just show he don't watch my show. So now, I've been in situations like that with this nigga where I could have lost my life. You understand?
9:16 a.m.
Well, thank you, Siri. Telling me what the time is, baby girl. So now, me being and doing what I have to do, you understand? I know that what this nigga did behind the scenes, as far as with Wolf, D, Ferg, and the people that I came to tell y'all about, you understand? And the stuff that I heard about, and I let y'all know the stuff that I heard, I let y'all know the stuff that I saw. You understand? I didn't tell certain things because other people, freedom would have been in jeopardy. So I may have not spoke on certain things like that. That had nothing to do with me going to war with that whip. Other people's freedom would have been in jeopardy because it had nothing to do with me going to war with him. It's a lot of shit happens when you go to war with a dude. You understand? It's a lot of shit. Like Roger Barnes, he said, yo, Puff was telling us if we see Gene, we supposed to, he didn't tell y'all the whole thing, but he told y'all what he wanted y'all to hear. But he don't know, Stretch had already told my man. Stretch was doing security after I left Puff. Stretch was a dude that was NYPD that was a part of Slick and the Family back in the day. So he told my man, yo, that nigga Puff trying to do something to Gene. And my man told him, you tell Puff. And my dude was real strong in the street. He said, you tell Puff that'll be a bad choice. You do something to Gene, nigga, that'd be probably the worst thing you do. And he meant that. That's how he loved me as a brother from another mother. He let it be known. And you're going to have to change your label to Sad Boy. You do something to Gene. I had 3 legitimate hits out on my life. I had Chaz Williams go up into 125th Street Market, him and from 114th Street Slick and oh my God, this dude was so dangerous. He was so dangerous. He used to run around with Lou Sims them, and I forgot his name. He'll never get out of jail, but he's a good brother. He went up and the dude put a hit out on me, and they went up and saw him personally. And they told him, anybody look like you got if something happened to Gene, anybody look like you got your last name and rode on a boat with you, I'm letting you know. And I was loved like that because I was a good dude. I was helping save lives. I was helping change lives. So when I decided to go to war with this dude, it came as a fact where I gotta show y'all that the pen is mightier than the sword. That's an old quote that the pen is mightier than the sword. Yeah, Christiel. Oh, thank you, Christiel. Yeah, my birthday is coming up. What's today's date? I got 15 more days and it's my birthday. All right. I had to show y'all that Christiel just pointed that out to me. Yeah. Okay. The pen is mightier than the sword. I knew nothing about it. They said the internet been around, not the internet, the YouTube been around since 2010. I ain't know shit about no YouTube. I really didn't start watching YouTube until Rectum told me about it.
Mm.
And that was 2018. I didn't start watching that shit till 2018 when they told me about it. We could put you on YouTube. We could do this. We could do that. Okay. Let's do it. And Rec, Wisdom Clear, they put the show together and Rec said, yo, G, I said, Rec, I don't want to do this shit, bro, like that. You know, how I'm going to keep the people focused. He said, yo, G, your stories are incredible, bro. What do you like to do? I said, yo, my love language is cooking. I said, okay. I said, my love language is cooking. He said, well, cook and tell us stories while you cooking. I said, all right, cool. We did a couple of shows and it was on from there. So I went to war with this dude. And when you go to war with a nigga, he can't tell you what kind of ammunition to bring to the fight. What you gonna load up with. You're not gonna tell a nigga the ammunition that you're gonna use, because you're gonna use any and everything that comes your way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, for instance, you had niggas on the internet that said that I said that Wolf was Justin's father. I never said that. But did I deny it? Did I act like I didn't know? Yeah. You know why?
Ask me
Because
why.
anything that could hurt this nigga that I'm going to war with, if I don't have to speak on it and clarify, I ain't gonna say, nah. You know, I remember when Puff took Misha to court and they did this child support and the paternity thing. I'm not gonna tell y'all what I know. Why would I do that? Yo, G, you supposed to do it. No, I don't. I'm going to war with this nigga.
With this nigga.
I don't know. I don't supposed to tell y'all. I remember when a nigga did the blood test, he had to pay Misha so much kind of money, and he was mad at the motherfucker. Fuck that nigga. I'm not gonna tell y'all that. But if you ask me personally, I'm gonna tell you. I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't there when they was fucking. How would I know? Because I'm going to war with this nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Does it hurt Misha? Because I used to work for Misha. Because Misha knew that Puff was not going to run up her and do shit to her when she was with me. So when I left Puff, I started working for Misha. When I started working for Misha, she had me there because she knew how afraid Puff was, and I didn't give a fuck about nobody because that's the type of person I was back then. No, you're not gonna do nobody. Hey, yo, I'm gonna die for Misha right now. Ain't nobody gonna touch her. That's how I was when I was with her. Misha be like, yo, Gene, I'm downtown. I'm finna go into the what Cheetahs. Me and Mary. Meet me down there, shoot down there. Q Rock City, what's up with you, boy? So now, I'm going to war with this nigga. I know me not saying nothing hurt Misha, but you just a casualty of war right now. I know what was saying hurt Justin, because I did not clarify it to nobody because I didn't say it. Reggie Wright and somebody else said it and said I told them, which they was lying. When you go to war, enemy of your enemy becomes your friend. And the friend of your enemy becomes your enemy.
Mm.
I'm looking at it that way. Anything that hurt this nigga, I'm going to use if somebody else said it. Now, when other shit that I said about his mother, it was the truth. I didn't lie about none of that. I didn't lie about Justice then. I just did not, what? Because I got a voice. I could have said, man, that's some bullshit, man. I remember when Puff had the fucking blood test and he was mad because he had to pay me a little bit more money than he was paying her at first because he was starving her at first. Now he got to really pay her. I could have said that, but I didn't because I'm at war with this nigga. I'm going to still continue to be at war with this nigga. I'm letting y'all know that it's some casualties of war. That was one of them. There are some other things. Will I speak on them? Nah, I won't speak on them. And why I'm speaking on this shit right now is because I'm letting you know this nigga gonna go to war. All y'all niggas ain't ready for it. All y'all niggas who didn't come to his defense, all y'all niggas who was acting a certain way, y'all best believe he's vindictive. Does he have the same power? Or is he going to be able to do that? Nah, I don't think so because, I have a problem with federal probation. Federal probation used to always put shit on state. And they would love for somebody to have a state case and a federal case because they would give everything to the state officer to do their job. I was in that position plenty of times when I had a guy that was on federal probation and state parole. They would call me up. Yo, when the last time you been to this house? When the last time? Nigga, what do you mean? Did you ask him? I'll get smart with him. They would have us do their work. Wanda K. McNeil, all the way from Fayetteville. Ooh, Wanda in Fayetteville.
That rhymed. Oh, post, baby, post.
He need Miss Marlowe, he need to get his slap down. They need to keep his motherfucking ass in jail so he can run into some people who really love Pac and really love Big. Who really love Pac and really love Big. He need to run in that nigga that was a Pac fanatic. That's who he really need to run into. One of them niggas who really love Big. Because I don't give a fuck what y'all say. He did Big dirty in the motherfucker. He did Big dirty. I don't care what Lil C say. Yo, listen, Big wanted to be out there, Big love. Nigga, you want to be anybody, anywhere from Cali. How you want to be somewhere where your nigga, that you know a nigga that you love, and people thinking that you might have something to do with, got killed? Lil C's wake the fuck up. I seen bits and pieces of that Fat Joe shit, bro. Wake the fuck up, Lil C's. Big didn't have that money. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. Faith was a gem to him back then as far as fucking out of his league. Niggas ain't gonna say it. A lot of niggas fuck out of their league. They gotta have it in their pocket. They gotta be some kind of superstar. This, that, they don't know what to say out their mouth. Big was charming, charismatic, the whole 9 yards. But a lot of chicks, if he wasn't a rapper, wouldn't even get past that. They wouldn't even get to know him like that. You got to look at his early days when he coming up. You got to look at his first baby mama. I'm just keeping it a buck. You got to look at the chicks that he was dealing with before he came a rapper. Show me 5, 8s, 9s, and 10s before he became a rapper. Let me see their high school or they college pictures. I'm just keeping it a buck. That nigga was dealing with Charlie Baltimore. Charlie Baltimore, back in the day, my man's that was telling me about Charlie. Charlie was dealing with mad, crazy hustlers that's had it. You think you gonna deal and you gonna be fucking Charlie and she can't go to Rodale Drive and you got her in California? She can't shop on 5th Avenue? She got her hands out like, give me, let me, can you spare? Splendor, Sigma, Organ. Some chatter from me and my Dana post. Thank you for all you do for the victims. Diddy, happy early birthday. Thank you, Zandu. All right, appreciate you for that super chat. I'm just keeping it a buck. You sit on he love Cali, he love this and shit like that. Man, come on, man. He wanted to do this, he wanted to do that. That ain't the conversation I had with Big. And I had that conversation when he put you on Ice Low Seas that week that last week that he died. Me and Big sit up in that Winnebago and that kid was telling me his whole life story, bro. His whole life story. What he had on plans to do with Charlie Baltimore, Lil Kim, the Junior Mafia. That dude was telling me all that shit. And as I'm taking all the shit that he's saying, I'm wondering why is he telling me this? And I know why now. I know why now he's telling me these stories. Because he believed that he was going to die. He knew he wasn't going to be around long. It was a lot of snakes in the mist. That nigga sat up there and told me, yo, I'm getting rid of the Junior Mafia. I'm only going to keep a couple of guys. They're going to learn that this is a business.
You're going to learn
I got snakes in my own mist. Money L don't know that I know he fucking Little Kim. I was like, what? This is the shit the Notorious One is telling me. Easy Hunter. Were my member introduction song at LOL. Easy, come on, Easy. We not doing that right now, brother. But because you hit me with the super chat, I'ma go in anyway. Easy Hunter. Easy Hunter. Easy Hunter is a member, y'all. Hey, Easy Hunter, yeah, Easy Hunter.
That's right.
Easy Hunter is a member, y'all.
Sure,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
Right.
Easy Hunter. Easy Hunter. Easy Hunter is a member, y'all,
That's
to the G Bill show with my damn sinus cold. Oh my God. Richard Sullivan, how you doing, sir? Yes, sir. So now, oh my God. Oh. What's good? Chucky Jeffries, what's up with you? Trill Angel. B Dot. What up, B Dot? All right, so now we're at the stage right now that this nigga, I know he's vindictive. He said that he has changed. He's been drug free now for like a year or so. And he's off the drugs or whatever. Nah, he was on drugs. He may not be using the drugs that that was solicited to him, and the illegal drugs, the coke, the pink coke, the different pills, the mollies, the ecstasy, but they got him on drugs. You can see in the weight gain, they got him on drugs. So he can sleep and get through the day. They got him on drugs. We know that. You can look at certain individuals like Meech. You could tell Meech was on drugs when he was locked up. You could tell it.
You okay? You okay, bruh?
You could tell that. So you know he's on drugs. He is so vindictive, whereas that if he is released, and I doubt he's going to be released. I doubt, because of the probation report, the victims' impact statements, and the judge might think, he might just need another year or two. He might just need another year or two. He need to get his ass more than that, but he just might need another year or two. The judge, I don't see the judge releasing him. Based on the probation report, the impact, the victim's impact statements, and just knowing what he knows about the case. I know he has to follow the letter of the law, but if the law says that he can give him 2 to 5, 5 to 10, then follow the law. Follow the law. So now, the Notorious Big and Lil Cease keep pushing this narrative, and I don't know why. You understand? Because Big, at that point of his life, he had not signed his contracts and knew his contracts, and he had to get money. And Puff set him up to get money out there in California, point blank. We know that. Like I tell y'all, facts will change feelings, but feelings don't change facts. And as you learn shit and as you see it how it go, you may change your ideology of what you may have thought. You may change your ideology of what you may have thought. Now, where we at? This nigga is going to go in 2 days. He's going to court. And right now, he's sick in the dog because he know. Out of all the shit that he's done to people, out of all the shit that people have said about him, the judge is the one who makes that final decision. The judge is the one who's going to make that final decision on him. And in that final decision, I think it's going to make him or break him. So all you cats that's been coming at me crazy because of this whole Diddy shit that you had nothing to do with, that you was talking about, yo, what kind of, that nigga ain't no real man. That nigga, I'm more man than your mama ever was. You'll catch up on that one. Because your mama was probably more man than your daddy was. All you cats coming at me crazy because of this shit, because I decided that I was going to let everybody know what he really did to Wolf, how he really set Wolf up and Riz up, what he did to D. I'm not going through this shit. Y'all already heard the story 1,000 times. When you go to war with an individual, he cannot tell you what kind of ammunition to bring. Kiki, breathe life.
Breathe life.
Hey, Kiki, breathe life. What up with you? What up with you, Kiki? You good? All right, Kiki. My man Marco Polo Vision told me to shout her out. I ain't got no problem with that. You understand?
Wow.
Yeah, Marco, those fall allergies is crazy.
Yeah.
I think that this dude wasn't behind the scenes doing some dumb shit to a lot of people. And the people who believe that, there's a lot of individuals that was jerking them off and doing shit. You know what I'm saying? I got beefs with niggas in the street that don't know me, that just want to talk shit because me and Puff went at it. When I didn't have a voice, they ain't have a motherfucking thing to say. Now I got a voice and people are listening and seeing what I've said is true. It's crazy. My third book is going to open up yo. Wow. I got some people coming here from Australia.
A third
They
book.
did they did something on my first book. And they want to do something on my second book now. They said the people overseas love that shit. He said it went crazy. He said, yo, Gene, you gotta come down that way. He said they love you, they love your book. You know, when I do the seminars and I talk and I show the thing that we did, it's crazy. He said, I read the second book and brother, it's phenomenal. I got one chapter left on this third book. I got one chapter left. And that chapter is my life.
My life, my life, my life,
my journey.
My life, my
the shit that I endured. The things that I had to do as a man. I've been unhappy for a long time. I've been unhappy for a long time. But it ain't about my happiness. Because if I start crying, what the fucking baby gonna do? Now I can be as happy as I want to be. I worked, I retired, my kids is grown and gone. Ten people just jumped off the motherfucking line. I don't want to hear that shit. it went from 1,043 to 1,053 when I said that. Or they Boston came into the office and they had to cut off their damn thing because we so early in the morning. Shout out to St. Louis out there. Andre the Magnificent. What up with you? Chuck Jefferson G. Brick City Tut. When I played in Newark, I played out in the park in Newark, in Branson Park, where they used to have the tournaments. I never played at the YMCA. If I played at the YMCA, it was a tournament. And it was just for that tournament time, Brick City time. But I know I
Brick
played at
City.
when they had those tournaments in Newark, and they had the tournament in East Orange. In that park in East Orange, I used to play out the tournament out there, that Pro-Am tournament. I played out of there. Yeah. So now, Puff said he'd been rehabilitated. And to really being rehabilitated and going through a process, you have to come to truth with yourself. In the interim of him coming to truth with himself, I want this nigga to tell the truth about Big. Nigga, tell a true story. Tell the people how me and you got into a conversation before we left out of Andre Harrell house, and I said if we go somewhere tonight, Puff, one of us gonna get killed. Tell a story, Puff. Tell the truth. Gee, you ain't gotta go. Let's get rehabilitated, nigga. Tell everybody the truth about you said, I don't give a fuck if Pac gotta die. I don't give a fuck if Big gotta die. Suge Knight can go to jail. Tell everybody who told you that. You rehabilitated, right? You want a new life. You want us to trust you. Let's hear the truth. How you and D-Rock convinced Big to go to that point. Y'all had to do some hell of a convincing, man. Yo, Un said this himself. He was sending Janet Jackme and Heather Hunter to Big's room. Nigga, if you ever seen Janet Jackme on tape and Heather Hunter, and I'm sorry, ladies, this is for the perverted men. Oh, get out of here. Some of you women like that shit too. If you ever seen them on tape, you know they had to really be saying something to Big to get him to that party.
Mm. Mm.
So if you rehabilitated, because you lied and said that, oh, y'all didn't know, y'all was young and all that, nigga, get the fuck up out of here. You had enough gangsters around you. You had enough people in the streets that's telling you that, yo, listen to me, where you should be and where you shouldn't be. J. Rec, if the prosecutor want 11 years, hip hip hooray. All y'all niggas, all these years, all y'all niggas thought Suge was the monster. He was fucking with Eric B, Big D, a lot of New York niggas, hard body. Hard body. He was not trying to do nothing to Big. Not at all. But y'all listen to that bullshit. He said, what you call to do something big. Get the fuck up out of here. I never believed that story. Judge can't change the whole verdict because the verdict was done by the people. But the judge can grant them a new trial. They want a new trial based on the fact that Puff was hit with those charges and it fucked up the morality clause in all the contracts he had with these big businesses. And in the contract in the big business, if he sentenced and had to go to jail for that shit, he cannot get paid.
Yep. And that's what's going to happen. Diddy gonna do some time. This judge is letting y'all know. I hate to see him go, but I don't understand this snow that's in his life.
They do that shit all the time, ancient soul. Put clean clothes on a corpse.
That's in his life. Hey, that was pretty cool.
Maurice like, I remember Janet Jack me and Heather Hunter. Oh my God. Maurice like, yo, I remember them. Ooh. He going, yo, Reese, ease up, bro. You know, wow, Janet Jackney, Heather Hunter was straight ministry. Whoa. Okay, Reese. We good? Yeah, you see all the narratives that got pushed. Now, like, I never see, I was in situations that Keefe D, after Pac was dead, Keefe D losing $30,000-$40,000 and Puff having a wad of money, and he never asked Puff for no money in front of me. So when that narrative came over, I didn't know, because like, if you owe me $1 million or you owe me $500,000, any lost sum of money, and I done lost all my money, I ain't gonna have to send my man out to the car, send somebody get some money. Nigga, let me get 50 of that. Let me get 10 of that. I'll give it right back, or whatever that I gotta say. And that never happened. And those are dice games that they used to play in the room. So I don't know anything about that part of it. Oh, James Nolan acquittal and a new trial was denied. Moving forward to sentencing on Friday. Okay, chat. Thank you. Let me post it up there. Because James Nolan's no. James Nolan said he knows the acquittal and new trial was denied. Moving forward to the sentencing on Friday. Okay, chat? Thank you. Don't ask me again with that shit. Shit, James, like, you should. I know what I'm talking about. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Let him know, James. Appreciate you. Yeah, I still have city in Forest City. I still have family in Forest City. That Brown family out there is my family. Last name Brown. My mama was a Brown. My mama's mama was a Brown. Flora Brown. James, I'm not good with the. Like, why you going at what you call like that? Did he say anything else? Like, don't go at the chat like that, bro. What happened? Yo, I got a new dish that's off the chain. I can't wait to do an event to do it. That Mexican pie I made, oh my God. I'm gonna do it with turkey. I'm gonna do it with turkey chili. That Mexican pie I made is undeniable. I'm letting y'all know what I'm gonna do one with turkey and I'm gonna do one with beef. No homo. Oh, he's being a troll luck? All right. Good looking. Let me get him off the screen then. No, I'm gonna address that. What happened was this, like it's a lot of people that's using what I've said and want to twist it the way they want to and try to make it like they knew it. But listen to me, y'all. If y'all heard anybody talk about Big and what he did and how they did, and they didn't say they've been on the internet for 3 or 4 years or 5 years, way before I did, and now they saying it. They even got it from me and just trying to remix it. They got it from me and try to remix it. Big and Puff had beef because of Un. Un had became this remarkable, like, genius, like this instant genius, because a lot of dudes who had hustled in the street and came into the music game, they used what they knew in the streets and brought it to the music game and became popular in it. I just like Jimmy Henchman. You understand? Street dude got into the film and music game and blew up crazy. 50 Cent, street dude, got into the music game, blew up. A lot of dudes who are street dudes and got into that music game, blew the F up. Oh my God. I just ordered this stuff called Xear, and they said it's supposed to clear up everything. But it won't be here till Friday. Because I can only get it on Amazon. And I don't have Prime.
I don't have Prime either. I need to get that.
Motherfucker, $6. No, I suffer. I can have it to you tomorrow. $6.99. Nah, I'll wait till Friday. I should have paid that $6.99. Oh my God. Hey, OG Patrice, what's up with you, Ma? Yeah, he did tell the judge he was doing a great job. And now he's claiming the judge is being biased. Yeah. I wouldn't be saying all that shit. This motherfucker could determine the rest of my life.
You right about that. That boy is just something wrong with Diddy.
That's why they want the government to shut down. See, I don't want to get into that right now. I'll do that later on because me and Miss Pleasant is doing a show this evening. Y'all come on, me and Miss Pleasant. Y'all go and get on to the pop-out show, and we doing a show on the pop-out show, and I talk about how the money going to change.
Poor thing.
They're going to have it where that if you owe a motherfucker and your money come into that system, and you pay them first before you pay yourself. They want all the money to be on your phones. But you go and pay the money from your phone, like whatever you owe is in that account.
Yep.
And you pay from your phone.
No more cash. No more cash. Like in China. I can't wait to go to China, man. Go to China.
Okay, Amy White. We'll figure that one out.
Oh my God, this girl is. I can't believe.
Oh, okay. Tistel's is putting out there. Y'all go watch Tistel. She said Diddy appeal for new trial just got thrown out.
And he can't make bail. That joint go right there. Should we do the song? Come on, Gene. You boring.
Yes,
I'm almost asleep. Yeah. Man, get out of here. Talk to him, Gene. That's my man right there. I got his books, y'all. I was reading some
stuff.
Y'all know
the Cash App is for Big Gene 10. And if you want a book, it's Big Gene 52. If you send me anything to Big Gene 10, they tax it because that is, if you send me anything to Big Gene 52, they tax it because that is an account for my books.
I can't find a Kim
Porter
book.
Soon to be probably merchandise. I'm thinking about doing some things as far as the merchandise is going to the merchandise is concerned. So that's that. The Big Gene 10 is the donation, support the channel, whatever, this, that, and the third. Appreciate that. You showing love like Miss Bessie always do. My man, my man Richardson, he sent his by the post office. And who else? My man, he always, every day. I'm on this stuff early, so he I know if he was up, he always said he supports me. He comes to any events that I have.
Yeah, that's good. That's real good, man.
Let me say his name. Oh, let me get his name right quick.
Gene wasn't. I think Gene has said that he wasn't there when Cassie was around, but he was there when Kim Porter was around. Also, Gene has said that Diddy had cussed his mother out, stay the F out of my business and all this stuff, right? So Gene seen some things, man. I mean, he telling little stories every now and then, especially think about it. Puffy said, enough is enough. Telling all my business. What, Playboy, what is you gonna do? You know, I mean, he ain't trying to start no real static because Diddy, you know, got bigger fish to fry. But Diddy gets a real thrill. Yeah, Diddy gets a real thrill out of intimidating women. Have them scared out of their wits. And that reading that letter that she wrote to the judge, think about it, man. All the people that's against Diddy, that want Diddy to do as much time as possible, they wrote some beautiful, heartfelt letters. The kids and everybody wrote letters like, can you please send my daddy home because I miss him. 3 days, man. We gotta wait and see. 3 days, man. Oh my gracious. I can't believe, hey, Diddy locked in a cell, tunnels under his house, and he can't make bail. Neighbors scared stiff, they won't even retrieve they ball. When it bounce over Diddy gate, they don't call. Ain't no doorbell ringing, ain't no fence climbing. You know the devil dance quiet when the stars are aligning. I don't know where that comes from. Hey, I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. Thank y'all, man. I'm putting out some real strong videos with some strong points to them. I think it's some Uncle Mike points. I'm speaking from the bottom of my heart, man. I truly believe in positive happiness, having fun. One thing that really bothers me, man, in 2 churches, I was playing bass guitar for the church, right? And should I act like I'm not as talented as I am because God gave me this gift? I'm thinking they paying me a little bit of money. It ain't enough money. So what I did was I would play for the church, and whatever they pay me is a little fee, but the rest is me giving back to the church or whatever. Anyway, we jamming. We getting into it. The more I dance on stage, the more the people gonna get into it. Long story short, the kids, they want to come up and touch the guitar. They want to have fun. And what I supposed to do? Get your little tail. So I look at the parents, make sure the parents know, hey, because when I was a kid, my parents encouraged me, here, take the guitar, play with it and all this type of stuff. So the more that's going around, when they see Uncle Mike, well, they wasn't calling me Uncle Mike back then. When they see me, right? When everybody see me in this is 2 churches I'm talking about. Then all of a sudden, I don't know where this come from, but like I was trying to abuse the kids. They saying, he better not be touching my kid. Now, one of the guys at this first church, we're gonna call this Church A in Atlanta, on Beaver Ruin Road. That's right. And he better not say nothing to my daughters. His daughters is 18 and 19. And I swear to God, I think they had more skin showing than what they had clothing on. Right? But they too old. I'm talking about the little kids that want to play the guitar. They think they cute. They got driver's license. They driving the car. Think they cute. They think they so cute that they don't say nothing to Uncle Mike. Well, Mike at that time, I guess. But anyway, so I don't, hey, how you doing? I said, now my little cousins go to the church. Now they 14, 15, they ain't ready to drive yet. But they friends, I give them little hugs when I see them or whatever. And long story short, there was rumors going around that I don't like the way he intertwined with the kids. What I do? So I had to sit down and talk to the pastor, right? All these kids are in the church because of the way Uncle Mike plays the bass guitar and we jamming. I got the whole choir jamming. So I told the pastor, I haven't done nothing wrong, but if you saying that I can't encourage these kids to be happy, then I need to step away. So I said, I'll tell you what. I just get my stuff and leave. No, we don't want you to leave. That happened twice, man, in 2 different churches. So I said, you know what? F y'all, I get out, period. And I'm going to talk about all y'all. One drummer cussed me out in the middle of the church service. I'm talking loud enough as you was outside the door. What did I do to get cussed out? Only thing I said to him was, hey, they calling for a break. Da-na-na, da-na-na, da-na-na. And he's still, da-na-na, da-na-na, da-na-na. Hey, break. And I'm looking like I'm looking at a TV show. But see, that pastor had made me, since you know everything, we're gonna make you head of the. I thought they was gonna fire me, but we had a meeting. They ended up making me the head of the musicians. I'm the head of the musicians. All right. So they calling for a break. Now the pastor looking at me like, yo, man, you the head of the musicians, the eye to eye. So I leaned over to the drummer and told him, I said, hey, man. They want you to break. They calling for a break, so they want you to break. Like, not me. They want you to break. Even the keyboard player, hey, break, man. They calling for a break. Everybody know they calling for a break. He just playing the drums any kind of way he want to. So I told him, I said, you want to know why I don't come to practice? Because you just do whatever you want to do anyway. F you, man. Cuss me up one side at the other. I'm sick and tired of you think you all this, that. Oh my God, man. In the church. I mean, loud. So loud that people start getting in between us and grabbing me because he's sitting behind the drum set. And I got the bass guitar on. And dude, I'm 50. I guess I was 57 or something at the time. I'm past 50. This man is in his 60s. What it look like we fighting in a church? Lord have mercy. I looked at the pastor and I was like, dude, I don't care what words you got to say after this. I can't be here, man. I'm going to listen and I'm going to go ahead and give you the decency to have this meeting after church and we all sitting there talking. Well, we all learn, got to get together and all this stuff. I'm looking at him like, man, what is wrong with you? This is your church. You have to run this church. This is your home. This is your house. You the pastor and you allow this man to be in your church. You can't kick him out. But me, I have a choice. So after you finish talking, pastor, I'm packing my stuff up and I'm leaving. Bro, right now you're wasting your time and you're wasting my time. But I'm going to make sure you don't waste no more of my time because when you finish and I leave, I ain't coming back. So I feel sorry for you. You done left the most talented man in your organization. I repeat, you have lost the most talented man in your organization. You think that's a lie? You think it's a lie? I am very, very talented. Not only can I build the church, I can run the sound and tell you what kind of equipment to buy. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I am the shit when it comes down to music. From head to toe, A to Z, baby. And I got sick and tired of trying to prove this stuff to people. So now I just do it for the fun of it. I can't believe Diddy locked in a cell, tunnels under his house, and he can't make bail. Do right in this world. Don't do wrong. If you got to build a house on wrongness, it's going to eventually fall. If you build your house on righteousness, positivity, and it might move slow, but it's going to keep going up. You ain't got nothing on me. You ain't got nothing on me because I ain't done nothing. Little girl, your stupid self. Little boy, come on, something. This my mama house. I wish it was my mama house. I would not have to worry about something. I wish I was a bum in the basement. Acting like this is not mine. It's easy to act, y'all. It's hard to live up to what I do. Why I shut people up completely, one by one. Good God Almighty. So, Gene, I feel what you're saying, man. Sometimes you got to go after these little stupidity type people. And it don't got nothing to do with the bigger channel on that. Some people just stupid. And I try my best to stay positive, ignore the comments. Oh, man, you talk too much. Well, go take your tail to another channel. I got that from Big Ticket. I said, damn, Big Ticket he don't take no shorts unless it's coming from a midget, baby. Big Ticket don't take no shorts unless it's coming from a midget. Y'all can use that one if you want. But one of the things you need to do is you need to first be proud of yourself. Be proud of what you're doing. And you gotta understand that you can learn something every day. Don't stop. Keep growing. Keep growing in your passion. If your passion is to do planting, learn more, go deeper than the plants. Learn about the soil. What kind of chemicals, what's the best chemicals that's in the soil, natural chemicals or whatever, that make the plant grow? What makes the leaves more greener? Get deep into what it is you're doing. What is your passion, man? That's all you got to do. Ask God for your help. What should I do, Lord? I got so deep into this music industry, man, and I'm sorry I did. I wish I would have got into food and cooking, man. Because this music industry, everybody think they know music because they know what they like. Oh my God. Well, I know music. You don't know music. You don't even know how to play an instrument. So many people say, shoot, I know music. Okay, you do. Here you go. Here go all the equipment right here. Let me see what you know about it. I'll wait. You don't know how many times I done heard this in the studio. This need to be like this. And I'm sitting over here like, wrong. But, you need to put more reverb on the joint. The vocals ain't right. Wrong. Well, right now the vocals are right because we laying the vocals. We need to lay down the vocals first. How the hell you gonna tell me, and I made a living off of doing music for full time for 15 years, my guy? People pay me to do music for them. My music is in commercials. I'm not bragging. I'm just trying to tell y'all, look, after almost 500,000 subscribers, I'm finally starting to talk about I peep about it a little bit. I couldn't believe that little girl told me he got all that equipment where he just like equipment around him. He don't know what he doing. You don't know what I know. Poor thing. Right now, I ain't thinking about the equipment. I'm trying to do this YouTube channel. Don't nobody want to see me play an instrument. There are so many people that can play way better than me. There's so many people that's way side than me. But these people don't want to see Uncle Mike play an instrument. They want to be nosy about what's going on with Diddy and Diddy case and Jay-Z and Beyonce and Cassie and Gene. So why throw this music stuff on them and they don't want to do? Now I got a couple of people that's listening to me, like my Enders. Shout out to my Enders. I'm about to go, Enders. Hey, love everybody, man. Kiwi Green. There was I ain't even write down the list. Got to be more careful, man. I got to be more careful. Oh man, shout out to Mina. Stacy. What's up, Stacy? Queen Poetry. Shout out to Queen Poetry. I'm just reading off of the It's Me Wisdom. It's me, Wisdom. Shout out to Miss B, Debbie Bunch. Fall H2V. 1009 baby girl. 1009 baby girl. What that mean? That look like a dude. Baby. Oh, that must be his. Talking about his daughter. God's Grace. Shout out to God's Grace. And everybody else, man. I can do a whole lot of shout outs, man. Sandra. Oh man. Y'all let me know, man. In the comments, we're gonna do an email or something. Patreons. And you know what? You want to Patreon? If you want to shout out, become a Patreon, man. We talking about No Fun Foundation. I believe this one. Uncle Mike, you are the best. Thank you so much. Good gracious. K. Perry. Man, that's crazy, man. Leave comments, man. Appreciate y'all. Hey, the more Susie, pray not. I really can't wait till my two best singers and Biggie. Sean always okay. God dang it, I done lost what I was going to say. Cause honestly, Uncle Mike is seriously pray not. Mike, I seriously pray not. I don't even know what people leave comments and I don't remember what I said in the video that they referring to. So you got to put the numbers or something up there, but we doing the best we can, man. Communication is weird because you think you communicating, the other person like, what is he? I don't know what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Ashley Cushion. Shout out to Ashley Cushion. Appreciate it. Leave comments, man. Please leave comments. Comments. When you leave a comment, that helps the channel to grow. Shout out to my Enders. I'm gonna start pushing the Patreon again, man. And my Patreon, I want to use Patreon and other sources because if you use the YouTube membership, y'all, they take 30% of that money, man. 30%, that's a big number. Patreon only take like 3% or something. 30%, that's a big number, man. I'm not here to make YouTube any richer than what they are. They billionaires. I'm going to get on up out of here, man. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.